Good day, everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Percy Singo. And before we can go any further, please subscribe to my channel so that you can get notification whenever we release a video. Today, I'm going to be talking about a very important topic, which is credit score. I'm going to be talking about credit score. It's amazing how no one talks to us about credit score until when we are old. And then we are looking forward to buying your car. You are looking forward to buying your car. And then that's when people start to mention the word credit score. And then here you are, you didn't know anything about the word credit score, which I feel like it's wrong. I feel like the word credit score is to be mentioned to somebody as young as possible so that you are already aware of the ways of how to build your credit score, and then you are aware or there are things which can damage your credit score so that you are prepared by the time you decide to say, I'm going to take the debt of a car. You're already in an advantage. So I feel like it's very important. It's very important that the word is mentioned to us at an early stages. And then again, at the moment now, there is an issue where, let's say, you meet somebody. Let's say you meet somebody. After the word has been mentioned to you, it traumatizes you in such a way that when you meet somebody and then they are proposing you, you feel like asking them now, what is your credit score? Because you realize how important a credit score is, how important a credit score is. Sometimes you can even wish if you can see on people's forehead, this is Percy's credit score. And it amazes me that it's very difficult to build a good credit score. It's very difficult for many people. And then even people who coach about finance, people who talk about finance, most of them, they cannot come forward and say, this is my credit score. It's one of those things that people hide. Even the mentors and teachers, they hide from credit score because credit score is not that easy because it exposes your lifestyle, it exposes your relationship with money, it exposes you, the credit score, because it's exactly how you are financially. It's the mirror image of your finances. It's the mirror image of your finances. That is credit score. And then we can talk about what are those things that can damage your credit score. What are the things that can damage your credit score? One of them is not honoring the repayment of your debt. Not honoring the repayment of your debt. And there's a lot of people who are running away from debt. Unfortunately, this week, there was a lady that I was hearing a story that she went and bought a car. And then she has never made a payment ever since she bought the car. It's like you go to the bank, you buy a car, then they give you a car. The moment you are gone, you never pay that car. You never pay for that car. You are running away without paying. So why do you go and take a debt? Why do you? When I'm saying debt, I'm remembering, a lot of my videos. A lot of people comment and say it's not debt, it's debt. So let me correct it on this one. When you are taking a debt, it's very important that you know that you are going to be able to pay for that debt. Why do you take it if you are not going to be able to pay? Why do you take it if you are not gonna be honest, or you are not gonna honor the repayment of the debt? So it's very important that so we honor those repayment of the debt. So one of the things that can destroy your debt, your credit score, it's not honoring the repayment of your debt. Not honoring the repayment of your debt. There's even people who wait for their salary. They wait for 12 a.m. They wait the whole night until it's 12 a.m. And then when it's 12 a.m., when the salary enters, they go and withdraw the whole salary to another account. They go and withdraw the whole salary and send it to another account, so that when these financial companies, the credit companies, they come, they don't find anything. It's like it's just gonna bounce. And then those people, they feel like, I'm punishing the financial companies, but you are not punishing the financial companies. You are destroying your own credit score. You are destroying your own credit score. So it's those things of not honoring and running away from the repayment of your debt. The second one that can damage your credit score is to allow somebody to take a credit in your name. Your friend will come and say, "Oh, I want to buy a car, but I'm not able to buy it. Can we buy it in your name? Then I will be the one to pay for that car. I will be the one to pay for that car." So you are taking a debt for somebody in your name, and then you are trusting that this person will be able to pay the debt. I mean, this person is not trusted by the bank. The bank, the bank is not trusting this person. And then you want to trust them with your credit profile. You want to trust them. The bank cannot trust them, and you want to trust them. So it's those things where you are like, no, I'm not gonna take a debt for you in my name. What I can help you with, it's to give you books and to give you lessons on how to manage your own finances, on how to build your credit score, so that you can be able to buy in your own profile. So it's those ones. And it happens even in relationships where people are too happy, the relationship is nice, and then one of the partner wants to buy something, the other partners allows, or you can buy in my names, you can struggle when I'm here, you can buy in my names, and then most of the time those things, they backfire. Most of the time those things, they don't go well. Those things, they don't go well. I know a lot of stories, some I can't even mention them here, where people did those kind of things of saying, take a debt in my name, let me help you. You think you are helping somebody, but that's the way of you going to damage your own credit score in such a way that you won't be able to even afford things you need in your own personal life. So those are the kind of things that damages your credit score. We talked about running away from repayments of a debt, and then we are also talking about taking a debt for somebody in your own name. And those two things are dangerous for credit score. Those are the red flags of credit score. If you want to build your credit score, run away from those two. Run away from those two. I advise you to run away from those two. And then again, there are things which you can do to build your credit score. There are things you can do to build your credit score. One of them is just being loyal on the repayment of your debt. That's the obvious one. Just be loyal in the repayment of your debt. And then if something happens and then you are not able to make the payment, you can see already, this month I'm not gonna be able to pay my debt. Then don't run away from those people, creditors. Don't run away from the people who borrowed you money. Go to them and negotiate with them payment plans to say, this is the way I'm going to make the payment. Some of them are very flexible. They can be able to come with strategies of how to assist you without you damaging your credit score. So don't run away from those people who borrowed money to you, and then you think you are punishing them. Go to them, go straight to them and face them, and then negotiate the payment conditions of how you can pay going forward. So it's very important for us to do that. It's very important to do this, because if you look at the society these days, you find somebody's running away from the bank, and then the bank wants the car back, and then you are running away. On the N1, they are looking for you, and then you are running away. Those kind of things. You want to avoid such things. You want to go into a repayment plan that will best suit you without you damaging your credit score. So that's one of the things you can do. And then the other one is just to structure your debts. It's just to structure your debt, because credit score, it's about a debt. If you want to build a credit score, you must have a debt, unfortunately. And there's a lot of people who call me and say, hey, PC, I'm in grade 11. They inbox me on social media. I'm in grade 11, and then I want to build my credit score. I've seen somebody who was having -1 credit score, because they don't have a credit. And credit score, it's about credit. So you have to be having a debt. So that person wanted an advice from me. He says, he's in grade 11. I want to build my credit score. What can I do? And then what I advised them was that don't go and take a debt. Don't go and try to take a debt to say I'm going to build my credit score without having an income. You don't have an income, but you want to take a debt. So that's not good. That's not good. You are not going to build. You are going to destroy it even further. So let's stay away from those things of, if you don't have an income, don't go and open a debt. That's just obvious. If you don't have an income, don't go and take a debt, because you don't have an income. You don't have an income. So I advise the young person to say, don't focus on taking a debt now, because you are a student. You don't have an income. What I can advise you is that manage your finances properly. When you get money at home, make sure that you manage whatever you are getting from home. If you are getting money from NAFSAs, make sure that you manage that money. If you are getting money from bursaries, make sure that you are accountable about what is happening to that money. So at that stage, don't focus on taking a debt. Focus on managing your finances. That's the advice I give to the young person. But if you are working and then you already have discipline. I did a video about discipline. I hope you watched it. You already have learned to be disciplined. Then that's the only person I can advise to say, go and take a credit card so that you can build your credit score. If you already are having these two things, you are already having an income, you have already learned to be disciplined. Because if you take a credit card and then you are not disciplined, you are going to be in a worse place than where you are now. You are going to be in a worse place than where you are now. So you need these two things before you take a credit card. You need an income, and then you also need to be disciplined. Then you go and take a credit card. Credit card is one of the best ways to grow your credit score. It's one of the best ways to grow your credit score. But when you get the money, let's say you go to the bank and they give you 100,000 as a credit card, you don't go and spend the whole 100,000 and you say, I'm building my credit score. There is something called credit utilization ratio, which means you don't use all the money you got as a credit. If they give you 100,000, if you want to build your credit score, you only use 30% of what you got. If you got 100,000, you can only use up to 30,000. You can only use up to 30,000. You don't go and you blow the whole 100,000. You use only 30% of what you got. You use 30,000 and then you start being faithful in the repayment, and you make sure you are paying that money, then you'll see your credit score growing. You'll see your credit score picking up. I remember with myself, there was a time which my credit score dropped, but I understood what really happened, because my credit score was very good for all my life. My credit score was good. And then there was a time I was doing a construction project, and then the project wanted more than what I can give. Like I had saved, and then I went and started building the project, and then the money that was needed was 1.2 million. 1.2 million. No, sorry. 1 million. 120,000. 1,120,000. That's what it took. That was the whole project that I was doing. But at the moment, I had around 720,000 in as money. I had 720,000, so I needed 400 to finish the project. And then I went and took a lot of different debts. I was taking credit card here, I was taking revolving loan, I took a lot of things in the same time to make it 400,000. And then within time, I realized that my credit score went down. It went down. I've never seen that. It went like completely down. It went completely down because during that project, one of the month, there was something that even bounced because I was doing the project. Like something came, they wanted their money, they didn't find anything because the project was really wanting a lot from me. And then I ended up being in the west situation. I remember I did a video on Facebook where I was showing what my credit score was, and then I started working on it to grow it, and then now at the moment I think it's around 791. My credit score is 791, which is soaring. That is a good place. You are in a good place when you are in 791. So they call it a soaring stage. That's the highest stage of credit score. So luckily I've gone through the journey. I know what it is to have a bad credit score and then to work again to build it. And then it was a very good journey which I enjoyed, and then I'm glad that today I'm back where I used to be, in a very good place in terms of having a good credit score. So I'm doing this video just to encourage you to say, work on your credit score. Decide every year to say, this year I'm going to work towards building my credit score. Don't just be amazed when you see your credit score. It must be your own personal project to say, now I am at 600 and I am at 630. I want to take it to 691. I want to take it at 691, like the one of peace. So those are the kind of things that you do as a project. You tell yourself that I'm going to work on my credit score, and then you start making ways to build your credit score. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you're going to take it into yourself to say, I'm going to work on my credit score. I'm going to change things around for myself so that I have got power now to access financial ability, to access finances, because you want to be able to access finance whenever you want finance. You want to be in a place where if you say, I want to buy a house now, it's easy for you to get that house for your family, because your credit score is healthy. Your credit score is healthy. You want to have a healthy credit score. And unfortunately, these days we have people who are exercising a lot at the gym and then they look very healthy, but their credit score, it's a mess. We have people who are healthy in terms of exercising, but their credit score is very, very, very bad. So you want to take your credit score to the same place where you are, where you have a healthy credit score. Thank you so much for watching.